Hey everybody, Matt Kramer here, and I'm going to be talking today about a follow-up system that I've used in Vulcan 7 to help you never miss a follow-up. That's right, stop missing follow-ups, start making money. The fortune's in the follow-up, we've all heard it, and a lot of us are really good at calling the brand new expireds, calling old expireds even, or new FSBOs and so on, but we have a problem with follow-up and nailing that follow-up. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through a system that I have implemented using the folders inside of Vulcan 7 and how you can do the same thing. All right, so we're in Vulcan 7 and here we go. All we're going to do is we're going to go over to the contacts section, right? Inside of contacts, I'm going to walk you through this. Number one, my top 10. I always have a top 10. Those are my top 10 listing opportunities, right? So those are expireds for sale by owners, friends, whatever it is, my top 10. I want to be in front of, or I want to have that in front of me at all times. So I can click that list. I can dive right in and see, can I call them today? And as soon as I'm done with my brand new expireds, brand new for sale by owners and so on, that's my next one. 9 o'clock. I want to know who are my top 10 people that I need to speak with. I'm going to look at that list and say, hey, can I speak with them today? Do I need to speak with them today? All right. And if I get somebody who decides they're going to hold off, I'm going to move them out of my top 10. I'm going to move somebody else into my top 10 because I want my top 10 to be the top 10. All right. So with that, let's go into more of the folder system, right? Here, you'll see that I have January, February, March, April, May, and so on, right? And you'll see each one of these has week 1 through 4. They may be out of order at times, but they have week 1 through 4. So the key to this system is that we're not using single day task, because what happens with single day task is we end up setting too many tasks on one day and we can't get them all done. So we end up with 0 tasks on day 3 and we end up with 150 tasks on day 4. But that's not what we want, right? We want some sort of consistency in life, some sort of, sanity in this job, anything that we can get. It's not easy. So what we do is we break it down into weeks instead of individual days. Now, I understand there are certain people that say, hey, can you call me after 3 o'clock on Friday? I'll be back in town. Perfect. Yeah. Stuff like that, those unique situations, I will put those into a calendar and reach out to them at the time and so on. But majority of people can be reached out to on a weekly basis, meaning if somebody says, hey, will you call me in March? Yeah, I will. Then I'll make a judgment call based on what they said as far as what part of March, the beginning or the end, right? And I will stick them into one of these weeks. Now, what happens is we get to March, it's time to call all the clients that are due to be called in March, week 1. Well, I call week 1 on Monday, week 1. And then on Tuesday, anybody who didn't answer gets called again. And I'm going to do this throughout the rest of the week. And I'm going to call everybody in my follow-up for that week. I'm going to do it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, if they answer, I'm obviously not keeping them in there. I'm not going to call them the next day again. That'd be annoying. So if they answer, I'm going to move them down the line. Where do they go next? Maybe it's April. Maybe it's May. Maybe I need to put them in a 2022 link or folder, so that I know to call them next year. They decide to put it off for an entire year. Who knows? Okay. But the point being, they get moved if they get spoken with. And if they do not get spoken with, they stay there until Friday. On Friday, I move them to week 2. Okay. So my next week is going to have all of my week 1 who I didn't reach and my new week 2s. Now, you're going to do this over and over until you have hit whatever your threshold is, right? So let's say you don't want to talk to anybody that you've called at least 10 times, right? You don't want to call through and bug them again. So what I can do is I can go into February week 1, right? I can go right here to advanced search. I can go to dialer. Call attempts equals or greater, or is greater than 10, right? Now I search it and I see I only have 3, okay? If I only have those 3, then I can grab those 3 people and I can move them. And now I don't have to worry about calling the people that have called more than 10 times. I can put them into a different folder. I can put them way down the line and call them again in a month, whatever I want to do. So you have to decide how many attempts do you want to make to somebody before you move them into a to be decided folder, right? So that's up to you. But in the meantime, this system will help you drastically improve your follow-up. I mean, you shouldn't be missing follow-ups. And I've done my best to kind of explain this briefly because I know not everybody wants to sit here and watch me go through this thing, individually one by one. So if you have questions, go ahead and drop those down below in the comments. Lastly, if you like this video, be sure to like it and subscribe. I'm going to be working on putting out more content just like this on other softwares, tools, tips, and tricks for the real estate trade. So with that, I will see you on the next one.